Never before in the history of Western civilization has there been a greater concern with improving productivity. After inflation and external debt, productivity has become our greatest national concern, affecting the heart of our nation and the business enterprises that form its economic base. That means your company and you. During this presentation, we will describe an effective, quickly implemented program requiring little or no capital expenditures, which dramatically increases productivity in warehouses and distribution centres, as well as processing and manufacturing operation. Improving productivity can be defined as the most efficient, profitable use of labour, time and resources for the accomplishment of a task without adding new capital and labour. Productivity, however it is measured, is directly related to profitability. In fact, it is impossible to separate the two. What alternatives are available to the business organisation that must improve its productivity? Can output be stepped up without a corresponding increase in investments? Mechanisation or automation often does not provide a practical alternative because of the complex, sophisticated equipment necessary, large capital expense, greater energy and maintenance costs, and length of time for implementation. Is there another way in which productivity can be increased and improved without capital expense? Will employees cooperate? The answer is yes. How can it be done? By a program that improves the individual performance of each worker, the equipment operated, and increased facility throughput. By improving the systems under which employees do their work, and through accepted and accurate engineered labour standards, which are developed and applied to distribution centre activities, with a high degree of employee understanding and acceptance. This program is now being used by scores of companies throughout the world, including the USA, Britain, and Italy in their warehouse and distribution centres. Why? Because it works. It does increase productivity with little or no capital expense. Employees like the program's accuracy and fairness because they understand it, because it is fully explained to them, and because many companies give them the opportunity to earn incentive for performance above standard. We call this program Optimizing DC Operational Effectiveness. Now we will briefly outline the program for you, highlighting its features, benefits and advantages. We will show how it works in grocery warehouses and distribution centres, be it dry grocery, general merchandise, dairy deli, frozen food, the fresh produce warehouse. But the principles and techniques on which this program is based are applicable to all types and sizes of warehouses or distribution centres, regardless of the industry or products involved. The program is composed of 5 basic components. 1. Employee and supervisory orientation. 2. Supervisory and employee training and development. 3. Methods and procedures improvements. 4. Computerized engineered labour standards. 5. Management and labour reporting and scheduling systems. Experience has shown that the greatest success is achieved through the application of the total program, not its separate components. Every program is tailored to fit the requirements of the particular facility involved, because experience has shown no 2 warehouses or distribution centres are exactly alike. No across-the-board comparisons can be accurately made, because the plan or layout of the distribution centre, picking methods used, order size and mix, work methods and equipment all vary from location to location. We'll look first at the human factors involved in productivity, because they are critical to the success of the program. And this is the reason for the first component of the program, employee and supervisory orientation. The program works because everyone involved is clearly informed as to the purpose of the program, the objectives of the program, the benefits of the program, and the implementation of the program. Let's face it, most of us tend to resist change. Sometimes this will actually create fear on the part of the person affected. We must erase or reduce this fear, and this is best done through a complete and concise explanation of the program, its purposes and objectives. An intensive educational effort, and this encompasses all employees, including management. Our next component is supervisory and employee training and development. Training sessions are held for area managers, with some sessions attended by employees. The area managers are management's critical link with the distribution centre's day-to-day operations. They have direct daily contact with employees. They are supervisor, trainer, motivator, and leaders. Without the consistent support of the area manager, no successful productivity program can be totally effective. In a series of classes, the area managers at trained say they will have a fundamental understanding of the basic industrial engineering techniques applied in the development of this program. They learn the importance of efficient methods and procedures over which they exert a great deal of control. They learn how performance is measured and rated. They learn how and why we conduct time studies and how these studies are used. So, employees and area managers progressively gain confidence in the new standards being established and the improved work methods to be followed. And they learn this about engineered labour standards, namely that they are fair, reasonable and attainable. This is important because these standards form the centrepiece of the whole program. The result of all this training means that area managers are taught to be more effective supervisors. They also learn the program is not designed to make employees work any harder, but more efficiently. The goal is not harder work, but more efficient work. That is why the program's third component, methods and procedures improvements, is so vital. Through observation, analysis and measurement, plus interviews with workers and area managers, we develop improved methods for doing the work more consistently and with less wasted energy. This is not done arbitrarily, but on the basis of input from all sources. Improved methods will improve productivity. Improving methods will eliminate some of the obvious and not so obvious factors retarding productivity. Some of the factors are continued monitoring of best product slotting, fixed convenient locations for empty pallets, assign responsibility for handling suppliers' shrink wrap, pickers' loading of outbound trucks, and there are many, many more. Many delays can be reduced by 5 to 10%. So, better methods can save time, effort, and money. They also provide the best standardized methods, assuring minimum variables before work measurements begins. Better methods make work easier, and when new engineered labour standards are implemented, they are more readily accepted by employees. Everything done is documented and able to stand close examination by management and employees. Our experience has shown us that poor methods contribute more to low productivity than do poor workers. That is why we stress the analysis of existing procedures and develop improvements before work measurement begins. You can be sure the opportunities for methods improvements are nearly limitless, and implementation costs seldom require capital expenditures. The fourth program component is computerized engineered labour standards. Standards used by many organisations are often based on historic averages. Consequently, they are not an accurate measurement of the work being performed. They do not reflect improved methods, nor the varying size, weight and type of orders handled. They lack properly applied allowances. They are unrealistic and unfair to those whose productivity is watched and judged. Without carefully engineered labour standards, developed through a systematic, organised work measurement program, reflecting all the occurring variables, such as our program provides, the only fair and accurate way to establish reasonable productivity levels in any enterprise is through engineered labour standards using as the basis accepted industrial engineering work measurement techniques.